Welcome to Nerdities. Bitches.
Yes, yeah.
Good hands propped out. No topic too absurd, no statement too asinine. Nerdy, Jersey's finest. Directly in your ear holes.
And your eye holes.
Nerdities. Well, yeah, maybe. Guaranteed to be hearing us.
Maybe in your other holes. Depends if you touch yourself when you listen to us or not.
Well, we wouldn't be in there. Our spirit might be in there.
Well, like, we're there vocally. You know? Maybe the dulcet tones of the Nerdities crew gets them off.
If that is, in fact, what gets you going, you should seek help. And in the coming days, we might have a source for you to get help. I'm Mike.
I'm Justin.
I'm Kyle.
I'm
Ben. I'm Joe.
Oh, right. So I had to go to the mall to get my passport the other day. You know FYE is completely gone?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What is it now? Just an empty store?
I think they were in their last 5 days of sale, and they had a little bit of stuff going for like 90% off, but the doors were closed, so I maybe already missed it.
We were gonna go to the mall today because Beth had to go get something. Has to go get something. So I'm like, we're gonna go, but I haven't been.
Do you want to cry?
Well, I most of the time have to go to the county connection.
Okay.
So I've been in that little section, but I go to the back door. I don't go through the regular entrance or anything like that. So anything outside of that.
Wait, you come in through Penny's and then go directly there?
There's a door at the back of County Connection. I just ring a bell.
Oh, wow. So you haven't even looked. You haven't had to walk inside.
No.
It is so fucking sad.
The Hamilton Mall's worse.
It's bigger, right?
Heard that.
It's bigger, but it is fucking dead in there.
Well, that's the problem. There's so much space that no one's using.
Even that cool ass arcade's gone now.
Arcade's gonna go first.
Oh yeah, it's so sad. But where was I? I was in the Woodbridge Center a couple weeks ago. That mall was packed, but there was also a comic and toy show going on.
Well, that should be the thing.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, Level Up is going to end up buying the whole fucking Hamilton Mall and turning it into like this fucking weird nerd thing.
Good.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
There are so few people parked outside the Ocean County Mall, they cordoned off a section of the parking lot to use for motorcycle practicing.
Wow.
You know what's interesting about the Ocean County Mall? All those stores on the outside thrive.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Sweetwaters and P.F. Chang's and all that, yeah.
Because it's going to get turned into a strip mall. Because people still use strip malls for some reason. Malls themselves, giant indoor walking malls, are essentially, standstill pariahs.
I fucking hate everybody. I hate
Freehold
everything.
is still gets busy. But the only last time I was there was Christmas time, so...
No, Freehold still stays pretty... People up there have more money than down here.
But one of my things is mall food, dude. I fucking love mall food.
It's not like it used to be though.
No, it's not. Like, dude, the Hamilton Mall food court used to be so great,
bro.
There's only 4 places to eat in Ocean County Mall now, and they're all owned by the same company.
They're all Daddy-O's.
Yes.
Yeah.
And they're all versions of the stuff that used to be in those locations anyway.
Yeah. Daddy-O's was weird when they had that restaurant downtown. We went there a couple times. The food was meh. Unless they want to give us money, then their food is excellent, but yeah.
Don't fucking chill.
That's your word, Joe.
But Sbarro's was so much better with the Chinese place right there.
Sbarro's is barely passable.
Bullshit. It's bullshit pizza.
Dude, Nathan's was the shit in the mall, though.
Nathan's is gone. The popcorn place that went into Nathan's is gone.
Oh, God, there was a popcorn place that went into Nathan's?
I don't know why they thought they could make a popcorn company work.
Is Master Walk still there?
No.
Where was that? That was in the food court.
That was in the court, yeah.
Everything in the food court's is Daddy-O's, but it's the Daddy-O's version of what that used to be. So it's Daddy-O's Asian cooking. Or I think that's a rotisserie now. There's a Mexican place, and I don't even remember what the one in the middle is. It's just fucking sad.
Damn.
The only thing that's going to be left in there is massage parlor and the county connection.
Well, and lids. Lids I always used to see people in.
East meets West always pops around like whatever's vacant.
Yeah.
It's crazy with East meets West because you see it's like that's the stoner hub, but you never really buy anything in there. You just walked around all high, just like, man.
I worked there for a while.
How many customers did you get in there when you worked there?
I worked there in the early 2000s.
Yeah,
Okay.
back when malls were like still cool.
I had to be on my toes. I had this one group of kids walked in, and like 4 of them went toward the back, and this really adorable one stayed up front. She started asking me questions about shit. So I'm like, I'm not a fucking idiot. I know you guys are trying to rob me. So I stayed like 3 feet away from her, and I was just looking over at that group the entire time.
They were trying to pull off an Ocean 69 on you?
Mm-hmm.
For the incense?
Didn't work.
Or the swords or the crystals?
I bet if she'd actually pulled her weight, Mike would have let him get away with it.
If she had touched it, yes. I would have turned my back to them, and they could have taken as many of the ponchos as they wanted. If she had grazed it with the back of her hand, I would have given her one of those fall-apart swords.
Oh my god, those swords. I always saw it. It was like, these probably, just as soon as you take them off the stand, break.
Yeah, you were not meant to pick those up.
No, I bought one for my younger brother many moons ago for Christmas or something, and he hacked a tree outside and the handle shattered. So, I can attest that they're not made well.
Not meant for that. Oh. Okay, all of that's pretty depressing.
Yeah.
The comics industry lost a fairly important name this week. Peter David. You may not know him, but you've been affected by his work. He was one of the longest-running Incredible Hulk writers. He wrote it for about 15 years, I believe, all throughout the 90s and deep into the 2000s. He did the early 90s X Factor run right after Jim Lee took over X-Men during that hype in the early 90s. He wrote that for a long period. He wrote Aquaman. He created the Maestro version of the Hulk and was one of the co-creators of Miguel O'Hara, Spider-Man 2099. 68 years old.
Oh, man.
Yeah. Very sad. He also wrote a handful of movies. He wrote all of the Trancer movies, if you've ever seen those. Sci-Fi Channel originals. So that's as far as into Hollywood as he got. I swear he wrote something else bigger in Hollywood. Let me take a hot second and abuse the IMDb. Not O-Eater, Peter.
Peter?
The Oneaters?
Yeah.
The Onetters.
Oh, he was a writer on Babylon 5.
Ooh.
Spider-Man, Shattered Dimensions, Spider-Man Edge of Time. He wrote on Young Justice.
There you go.
Young Justice, good fucking show, man.
Young Justice Legacy. Superpower Beatdown. It's a lot of animation work. Ben 10 Alien Force.
Oh, fuck.
Mm-hmm. Roswell Crusade, which I believe is a Babylon 5 spin-off. Lots of Babylon 5. Lots of 5 Trancers movies. Well, I'll be damned. Wrote an episode of the X-Men animated series.
Ooh.
Darth Vader's Psychic Hotline. Oh, he played Imperial Officer number 2 on that. Okay. So, yeah. A little bit of writing in Hollyweird. So, yeah. Very important in the nerdistry, though. In the nerdosphere. So, you get your 5 seconds from us, sir. Yeah, that was 5. Casting Tanai Miller, who is in the Haunting of Bly Manor and The Fall of the House of Usher,
Yeah.
will be playing Jocasta in this Vision Quest series.
Cool.
Yeah.
Just the fact that we're getting a Vision Quest series is pretty great. The fact that we're getting Jocasta, finally, is pretty damn great. Do you know her from the shows? I know you watched House of Usher.
Yeah. I've watched all his shows.
Yeah, I remember that Bly Manor.
She's a good actress.
Yeah.
She's got some fucking range on her.
Good.
no internet, they did not gender swap Ultron. Because the internet is stupid.
Oh, God.
They are stupid.
Well, they've already started complaining about this?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. As soon as they announced it, everybody on the chat. Wow,
It was the Silver Surfer thing all over again. It's because people don't fucking educate themselves.
No, the person, somebody posted a picture of the character from the comic, and they're just like, they did the best job casting because she looks just like the character before she gets, roboticized.
Well, she's a program. She's basically like Jarvis was.
Yeah, right.
And Ultron. So she needs to make herself a body.
Yeah.
But like the notion that anyone complained about it obviously shows how little they understand the situation.
Yeah, more on that in a bit.
Morons?
Yeah, more morons in a bit.
They're taking another whack at Street Fighter. Like this was announced a while ago, but then they just dropped.
Okay,
what?
but like, if the rumors are true of these castings, I don't hate it.
They're going big.
Yeah.
They are going big. I just never thought I'd see those two names together.
Well, Noah Centineo, the guy who's playing He-Man,
bro,
is going to be Ken.
I don't fucking care if they fire me from it. If they fire me from EW, I don't give a shit. I got the scoop on some information on the upcoming He-Man movie. You're going to fucking hate it, Mike.
I knew I'm going to fucking despise this thing. I'm not watching this.
You're going to fucking hate it so hard.
They're remaking the 80s one.
It's in a way.
He's going to Earth.
He's going to Earth to get an education. Evil Lynn is a professor.
Please stop fucking talking. Please stop talking now. This is hurtful.
That's why when we've seen the set pictures, he's in like Earth clothes, but he's got the fucking sword.
This sounds so stupid.
Oh God.
Sounds Dragon Ball Evolution-ish.
Yeah.
Spot on.
Yeah. I'm like.
Oh, now, okay. Isn't Justin always right? Isn't that the catchphrase? Justin was always right. And the last time we brought this up, you were like, "Oh, stop! It's going to be fine. You're going to love it."
Yes, more, Mike, more.
Yes. I don't think Justin was right here. I think
Joe, go ahead. This is your moment. Where's your daggers?
They're pointed at your back.
What about you?
He's got to take one out of your spine for a second.
What am I going with? Like,
you're attacking Justin now.
I believe what I said.
I don't have faith in this movie.
What I said to you was, there's no way they're remaking that movie. It'll be fine. And then they're not remaking it, but they're taking that Earth concept and they sure are smearing some more shit on it.
Okay, they're not remaking it, but that second part of the statement definitely isn't true. It won't be fine.
Here's a question: does He-Man take a selfie?
Oh yeah, absolutely. This is gonna hurt. It's gonna hurt so fucking bad.
He's gonna get freaked out when like some kind of filter overlays on his face, and he's gonna use the sword to cut a cell phone in half.
This shit's gonna happen, and everybody's gonna be like, "This is why we haven't gotten a fucking He-Man movie for 30-something years."
He's gonna order something from Starbucks, some bizarre macchiato, vanilla frappuccino.
Yeah, he looks like he from what it sounds like is he knows what's up here, and he came here for like a reason, and
he's gonna drink caffeine and get all super hyped and run around.
But Tila shows up, and I guess to like bring him back.
And he's like, "God, I'm not going home. I'm at school now."
Oh, making friends, making human friends. Oh.
I have time for Skeletor.
And Cringer got shrunk down into a house cat.
Yeah. No, he's a fucking. He's like a digipet.
Oh, please don't tell me they don't have him. No, it's even worse. They changed him into like
he's an app,
a hermit crab or some shit.
He's a fucking app. Anyways, back to Street Fighter.
Yeah, Street Fighter. So Noah Centineo is going to be Ken. A dude named Andrew Koji. I believe he was Snake Eyes
Yes.
Oh, okay.
in the live-action Snake Eyes solo movie, even though it had like a handful of other G.I. Joe guys in it. He'll be Ryu. Jason Momoa was originally dropped. They didn't have a name for him, but the word I'm hearing is he's going to be Blanca.
I heard that
Sweet.
too. I don't know.
I know.
I
The
do
fucking
know.
yes.
I do know. He's going through his phase. He's going through his I don't give a fuck phase.
Well,
Yeah.
he's going from
Perfect
Lobo to Blanca.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's fine. Fucking do it.
Well,
I just wonder if Blanca's really going to have a character in this.
that's the thing. Is like because anything like the previous Street Fighter movie.
Just give me Hawaiian shirt wearing Blanca, all
And,
Momoa'd out. Oh fuck yes,
I mean, that's pretty good.
right?
It's kind of hard to top that casting for that character.
It really works. The fourth casting, though, this one is a bit odd to me.
I don't know.
I could see him playing a character in this, and I guess since I haven't really watched WWE in the last few years, his ascendance as a heel doesn't really ring true with me. Hey, the camera followed your finger.
Nice.
Yeah.
But Roman Reigns, who's going under his legal name, Joe Akune,
So,
believe it is.
on the way.
Anoi, he's going to be Akuma.
Yeah. Yes.
So we're going to get a live-action Akuma, and it's going to be the Tribal Chief.
Akuma Matata.
Such a wonderful character. The only one other casting group that I've seen, and I figure I'll let you do it since you have a bigger connection of the series.
Yup. So they announced today
Good timing.
the trio on the new Harry Potter series.
Before we throw names out, doesn't this picture kind of look AI?
Yeah. I thought right away, I was like, there's no way it's real.
I think it's just the ginger kid.
I don't get AI from it, but this is like Gap Kids.
Yeah.
Did I tell you guys I had to tell my dad about AI babes? Bro, he had a bunch of he's like, check out this chick, she's so hot.
It's not real.
Talking to him?
No. He just it's my dad. He loves
Looks,
boobs and butts.
snaps the
He's a good
pictures.
man.
It's like,
He's a good man.
But he's like, check her out, she's so hot. I'm like, Dad, that's not a real person. He's like, what do you mean? She's so beautiful. It's like, I know it's unreal looking, but it's like she puts a lot of work in. I'm like, she is the work. She's not real. And the past 2 weeks I see him, he's like, I can't believe this isn't real. They're getting really good. Are you sure? I'm like, yeah, man. There's dudes that just create these chicks, and they even have OnlyFans, and they get paid money by these poor souls that just make AI ladies.
Next time you talk to him about it, please confirm that he hasn't jerked off to one.
I prefer not to talk to him about that stuff, but I'm sure he'd be willing to offer it up.
I understand.
Yeah.
I don't expect you to get the actual answer, but kind of allude to it. Dad, you haven't been using those, have you? What do you mean? Come on. You just tell him by the look on his face. We all give it away too easily.
all right.
Yeah. You get lonely.
I know we're supposed to get back to the Potter here, but side note then, is it, in your opinion, worse to crank it to AI babes or cartoons?
Same thing.
Yeah?
I think cartoons, at least AI is trying to look real.
It's true.
It fooled my dad.
Although,
I would agree with that.
at least cartoons, someone put effort in.
That's right.
With AI babes, it's just make her breasts 37.
With AI babes, someone's still putting effort in.
Someone put
Barely.
effort in to create the program. The person who generated the thing wrote
Minimum.
a sentence in there.
Minimum effort.
Minimum. Barely any effort.
All right, back to Harry Potter.
Yeah.
Who are these kids?
So they announced today that newcomers Dominic McLaughlin will be Harry Potter, Arabella Stanton as Hermione Granger, and Alistair Stout as Ron Weasley. And would you be surprised that the internet was like, yeah, I don't like it.
Fuck the internet.
Well, I don't like it. Don't make it. Movies are fine.
No, they're not.
Yes, they are.
As a book reader, they're okay.
Hey, you
As a
wanna know
movie
about
watcher?
book readers?
As a movie watcher, book readers.
They're good movies, but like, I prefer that. Like, there's whole characters that got left out of fucking certain stories in those things.
Rightfully so, because they stink probably.
No, they don't.
Well, then they'd be in the movies.
I would say they left out a lot of flavor characters that aren't necessarily substantial to this plot.
No, but there's characters' storylines that were in the movies that are featured in more than one movie that had more depth in the books, like Tonks.
Yeah. Well, like Tonks and Lupin's entire
Right.
relationship.
Right.
Like Bill and Floor's entire relationship. Like,
Yeah.
Some
Yeah.
people would give whole episodes to these
The
things.
whole Felix Felicis thing goes down so much different in the fucking book.
you know what? I don't know how they're going to pace these, but honestly...
Each season's a book.
Okay, well, fine. I'll still watch it, but I'm not going to really get excited until season 4, because to me, that is the movie that needs the most retelling, was the Goblet of Fire.
Goblet of Fire.
Yeah, the best one.
Like, even if it's only for the maze,
Yeah. Yes.
I want to see that done properly.
Yeah.
Ow.
As I'm looking at these kids, they look like they might be a little older than the other ones were when they started. These
Slightly.
kids look like right at the edge of puberty, whereas like Radcliffe wasn't he like 7, maybe 8?
No. I think.
They should be older, because I think that you have to be 11 to get into the school.
Yeah, I
Okay.
think Emma Watson was like 12.
All right, they just looked really tiny. All three of them looked
Yeah.
very tiny and very young. I guess that's why they were picked. So, because like making those movies were going to take longer than this show. These kids are going to be playing these characters for 7 straight years.
Yeah. What'd you know, though? The internet's like, the only one they got right was the ginger.
Like, the fuck is the problem? Kid looks Potter enough to me.
Oh, because Hermione's not all white.
Yeah.
The comments I read was like, she's comic book accurate.
She is book
Or
accurate
book accurate, rather.
because it's like quickly touched upon that she is darker in tone. Like in the books, she is not specified as white. People just assume because they cast a white girl in the movie.
That's outrage bait.
I hate to say this, but specifically the way they describe her hair in the books makes me think that she might at least not be completely white.
Yes.
Yeah.
Very curly, like kinky.
Is she like Italian or something?
Hold on, smell.
So they specifically refer to her hair in the books as having a difficult time to keep it straight. Like,
Yeah.
there's a lot of descriptors about how her hair is not straight.
There's also a moment in the book where like her and Ron are on the outside of somewhere, and they're looking through the window at Harry, and it's mentioned about like him being white ass ginger, and her being all excited to see him, but like as tanned as ever. So like
Emma Watson wasn't quite,
right. So
at least close to olive.
and that's coming from Rowling herself, who's just like, no, I never said she was white.
And all I know is this kid looks like an Alistair Stout.
For real.
Might be one of the whitest people that ever lived.
I
Yes.
look forward to a new take on Potter that isn't movies. I appreciate that the reboot is like something different as in the series.
All right. So that's
Fuck
all we
you,
have
Internet.
here.
Yeah.
Only one trailer, and I'm really not that interested. So yeah, I'll hand this one over to you, Justin.
K-pop Demon Hunters.
Now you know why.
It's not my favorite animation style, as I
Remember we were talking last week
have
about that.
stated several times on this show.
Oh, did you see who's making this?
They're the same
This
fucking
is
people.
Sony Pictures.
This is the same fucking people.
Yes.
They're like only one fucking thing. But you know, K-pop groups and fighting demons.
I'll be sure to watch.
Don't patronize anybody, Joe.
Not my cup of tea.
Not my cup of sake. We
Soju.
want sake. Okay.
Soju.
I enjoy sake.
Sake's a bit much.
Sake's also Japanese, you intolerant fucks.
Do you know China and Japan is equal countries?
You know Korea and Japan are two different countries, right?
They both like rice. I understand what you're saying, Joe. It's okay. You're not a total piece of shit.
There he is. Oh,
Thank you.
Uncle Tom coming out of his cabin.
Who's got reviews?
I got one.
I've got
I saw Heretic the other day.
some sumish.
Fucked up, right?
That was pretty good. Fucked up, yeah. I'll tell you what. I don't like Hugh Grant as an actor. I think he plays the same guy everything he does.
He
But he was good in that.
plays Hugh Grant.
He really hasn't been Hugh Grant much over the last, 10 years.
He was.
Well, I don't really follow his work. I just know from early on, I was just like, I can't this fucking guy.
He was an asshole in one of the Paddington movies, right?
Yes, he was Benoit Blanc's lover in Glass Onion.
He was a massive asshole in Dungeons and Dragons.
Yeah,
They
he
did
was
a
a
really
fucking
good
huge
job
douchebag in
playing the bad
Dungeons
guy
and
in that. And the character he plays in Heretic, it is very Hugh Grant in his delivery,
Yeah.
but he's such a fucking creep.
Like, when they first go downstairs and they kind of realize, all right, this guy's acting a fool, why wouldn't you jump him?
Because they're Mormons.
True.
The Book of Mormon.
I wasn't sure if the movie was making fun of religious people, was making non-religious people look overly aggressive, or just putting the whole situation on blast.
Yeah, I would go with the latter.
Yeah. It was fucked up.
Yeah.
Well and proper fucked up.
Yeah, no, it was a really good movie. But again, it was one of those movies where you're like, I fucking throat chop this bitch. Why are you waiting? Whatever. It was good. Good one. That's all.
Heavenly
That's all
Father
I
tells
see.
them not to.
Huh?
Heavenly Father tells them not to.
Yeah. I still haven't finished Andor.
They'll all get their own planets. It's fine. We watched Scary Movie with James the other night. we have now reached that fun, awkward stage where movies that we grew up on that are incredibly dirty.
The raunchies?
Yeah, make him, and I can feel it. I don't even have to look at him. I know how uncomfortable he is, and I fucking love it.
What, does it bring it back?
So that was
when,
that was the thing. My parents, it was a different time for us, I guess, because nothing was really off limits.
yeah.
They'd be like,
Yeah.
"Want to fucking watch Revenge of the Nerds?" Yeah, that sounds fun.
It's a very different mindset for our parents.
Yeah.
They wanted to expose us to these things.
Which is how I feel we are.
Yeah.
He actually he said something kind of profound the other day.
Bullshit.
He did. I wish I was recording it. What fucking movie were they? Him and his friend were talking about a movie. Oh, that's right. He saw the Minecraft movie.
Okay.
And he's like, it was the worst movie I've ever seen in my life. He's like, it was horrendous. And he goes, but my friend loved it. And his friend didn't understand how James hated it. James is like, and he goes to his friend, I'm not sure if it's just because I'm raised differently when it comes to movies at this point. My dad and my uncle have like literally sat me down to watch things that they've grown up with, so I have a higher standard.
That's great.
And I was like, you know what? This was the moment I was waiting for. Thanks, kid.
All the training is paid off.
Yeah.
I remember, like, you know, when you say Revenge of the Nerds, I remember the first time I watched Animal House.
Yeah. And I also watched Animal and Stripes with my dad.
Stripes. Yeah, Stripes.
Yeah.
Is a dirty movie.
It's a dirty fucking movie.
My mom told us, watch Breakfast Club.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Watch Johnny Dangerously.
Johnny Dangerously
She
is
put on
fucking
History
great.
of the World for us to watch.
Yeah?
Before I was 10.
My
You shouldn't have
grandfather-
been watching that movie before you were 10.
Vinny, I don't know if he watched it with you, but one of Poppy's favorite movies is Blazing Saddles. Like, I have watched that movie with that man at least
my God,
4 or
the
5
first time
times
I
in my
watched
life.
that,
Yeah,
I never seen it.
Oh, I saw that well before puberty, and I
Yeah.
don't
Yeah.
like it.
Oh, yeah. That, like, Mel,
And he was quoting that fucking movie.
Yeah.
It's Mel Brooks before you're 10. Yeah.
So
Or being,
like
young seeing Men in Tights in the theater.
yeah. So like
He got a lot softer toward the end.
He did.
yeah.
It's definitely not, you know.
It's not
As
Blazing.
harsh.
Yeah. But it's not as hard as Blazing Saddles, but
Never went harder than that.
no.
So we watched Scary Movie and like there's points in that movie where you're just like, oh yeah, I forgot how
with
raunchy
the-
I forgot how
the hedge
raunchy this
trimmer?
shit gets. That shit he was laughing at that. It was when she's riding him and he nuts and it blasts her to the ceiling. He like slow glances at Ashley and me and he's just like, I don't know if I should laugh or not.
Oh man, I can't believe they're doing another one with the Wayne's Prep.
I'm so fucking happy they're coming back.
Yeah, I'm glad they're coming back. So we were talking about that talking to him about that when we were watching it. We're like, the second one's okay.
I love the second
The
one.
second one's funny.
It falls off so hard after that.
With the third one, they went PG-13.
Yeah, everything's bad after that.
The biggest problem is they kicked the Wayans out and
Yes.
brought, like,
Yeah.
not one of his Avery.
Yeah.
He worked with the Zuckers.
Yeah.
Yes.
And it's like, all right, this is the shit that inspired them.
The off Zucker.
Yeah. This is what inspired the Wayans to make that movie, this type of comedy. Doesn't mean you kick them out and hand it off to people who did it originally. They're making their version of this kind of thing.
I can't say I've seen the.
I saw the third one.
Was the fourth one the one with? Actually, I don't remember the fourth one.
I've seen the third one and that was it.
The third
The
one.
third one was War of the Worlds?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. I fell off after that. I fell off there. Like halfway through that movie, I fell off.
In The Ring, right? The third one also
And
had
Saw?
The Ring.
I think so.
Saw was the fourth one.
Maybe. Don't quote me because I don't know.
I don't remember.
That's the problem. They had no fucking clue how to make these movies work.
No.
The Wayans figured out what was working at that time in horror
Yeah.
and focused on making fun of it. Like right now, they're gonna bust on A24 and Blumhouse.
Oh, absolutely.
Perfect.
It's gonna be hilarious.
So we just finished our 4th Star Wars film in a row now. It was Solo.
Okay.
You know what? That movie is underrated.
I love that movie.
It doesn't get as much love, I feel, from the Star Wars community as it should. It is far superior to Phantom Menace
Apples and oranges.
and
What movie here?
Attack of Clones. Solo.
Oh,
It's very underrated. And and everybody in that movie does a fucking good job.
sure.
Well, Donald Glover's still supposed to get his own Lando series.
Yeah, I fucking hope he does, because he is a fucking highlight. Alden Ehrenreich, I think, did a really good job at Han.
He had great swagger.
Yeah.
I've been rewatching Rebels this week. I started from the beginning, and as soon as I got to that Lando episode, I'm like, oh, that's right. Oh, he's so good in this. I mean, it's not Donald Glover.
So
It's classic Lando.
So if you scroll down a bit on the Star Wars category on Disney Plus, it'll put it in timeline order like it does with Marvel.
Yeah.
But they put the shows in. So, like, I skipped shows, and she's like, what are you doing? I was like, these are the shows. And she's like, oh. And I was like, because you're not going to fucking sit through Clone Wars or sit through Rebels. I was like, you should sit through Clone Wars and Rebels, because they're way better than most of the movies.
Bad Batch was fucking excellent. People should look. A lot more of us
I
should
really
watch Bad
should
Batch.
get back into
I
watching
started Bad Batch and I just fell off. Even though it was good, I just fell off.
The first couple episodes play directly into Rebels.
Yeah. But the one movie that was new that I got to watch, last night we watched Fear Street Prom Queen.
Okay.
R.L. Steins.
Dude, besides Mike, has anybody else watched any of the Fear Street movies on Netflix?
No.
Have not.
They're so fucking great.
They're a good take on the slasher. The two that I saw were a really good take on the slasher because they knew how to do scares well, and they took the concept of the slasher and did it in a way that I haven't seen before.
Yeah.
Where it was like multiple slashers coming at the same time for a valid story reason.
But, like, also, like, supernatural slasher.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like,
What's the biggest ass chafe for me when you try and do, like, Michael Myers or Jason Voorhees, and you're like, no, we don't want to make it magical. We don't make it supernatural. How the fuck does this guy keep coming back?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't insult our intelligence.
Yeah, on Front Street, they tell you what this whole fucking thing is about.
Yeah. It's all types of curseful.
But Prom Queen, dude, so good. They did a really good job of 80s-ing this thing up. Besides, like, the needle drops in it, they got, like, the clothing styles were legit. The hairstyles were on point. We really fucking liked it. Nice ending. Didn't see the one fucking twist coming. And I was like, it was fucking nice. 90 minutes.
That's smart.
Fucking short and sweet. It's beautiful. I really recommend the fucking Fear Street movies.
That's another Netflix?
Yeah. It's one of those ones that, like, one time you're here, I'll pop it on and watch it again because it was just like, it was fun.
Joe, you have one?
Yeah, I watched the latest episode of Doctor Who. We got one episode left. This one had a very human nature feel to it, with the tone of it. As I said last week, we know who Mrs. Flood is. That's a big part of this. This is kind of the coming together of everything that's happened in the last 2 seasons. We'll say that one. I like where it's going. I just have to the one question is in my mind is this doesn't spoil anything that happens in the series because this last episode you're just like, okay, it's intriguing to take what they did. Where the hell is 14 during all this? Is my question.
Oh, the
Tenet.
Oh well, they have him basically on ice
Because
he's just staying on Earth in the time that he popped up, hanging out with the family, with Donna Noble's family. They laid it out. He's just having a normal life, and I have a feeling, unless they're angling toward it this season, they'll let him sit until next season, and then he'll be a big part of it.
Yeah, but big shit is happening on Earth right now, and where the hell? Because he's got his own TARDIS. That's the only thing that like every time. Like I love what they're doing, but like all these things that are happening right now, it's like, where the hell is the other Doctor? Like
I am of the mind that they're going to kill off the Doctor they're featuring now.
That they're going to kill out Shuti?
Yes.
And then hand it back over to Tennant.
And then Tennant's Doctor is going to come back.
And
And
he
then
gets regenerated.
he
eventually.
regenerates, yeah.
I like Shuti's Doctor. Like I enjoy his take on the Doctor.
I do too, but it's not even a problem. My theory comes down to he's too frantic to be the actual Doctor.
We've had some wacky, frantic ones. Capaldi was pretty.
Joe knows what I mean because I've been watching some of the new season.
Oh, Where are you at?
I episode 2 of the season.
Okay.
But I had a bunch of shit spoiled about the last season or the last episode that just aired.
Okay. So you know who Mrs. Flood is.
I am aware, yes.
Okay.
Nice deep pull.
Yeah. Oh yeah, and they're I'm intrigued on, I will say, some cameos. I hope they become more prominent characters.
But
deep pulls.
I think the way current Doctor is acting, he's not. I'm trying to think of another series that did a thing where they split a character in half.
So are you also talking about, because he did it last season, his fourth wall breaks?
Yeah. So, like, you know how sometimes in cartoons they would do the machine, or, like, with Donald Duck, they, like, pulled all the bad part of Donald out. And it was, like, good Donald and bad Donald, and they realized, oh, fuck, we can't have the two separate pieces of Donald. Like, Donald has to be whole.
You think they're going to merge him with Tennant?
I think that's what's going to happen.
That's where I was thinking. And then the next Doctor will come out of that. Like, whatever the merger, when the merger ends, we'll get our new face.
Yeah. So
usually, lately, Doctors have gone 3 and out.
Yeah.
Unless you're Tennant, but...
So, like, I have a feeling that this weird split regeneration was, like... When he came back as Tennant, and he recognized that face, and there was that longing, I think what happened was, with the regeneration caused the Tennant part to split away, and live out the life he's always wanted, but could never have. Which is why we haven't seen him, and he's, like Mike said, he's just living out life with Donna Noble's family. And this other half of him, his, like, fucking wild, crazy, adventurous, like, blah, but also, like, the bit fucking off.
There is a little bit that I totally see what you're saying.
Right.
I get it.
So he needs to become whole again?
Right.
Yeah. I could see this because... So, Justin, you know the spoil. Because of a certain character appearing could be that key to bring him whole again.
That's what I'm saying.
Yes. I like that theory. I really like that theory. Because he probably will go one more season. And with that character, hopefully coming back for more.
I thought this was his last season.
I've heard he's got one more.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't think they ever want to give up. They want to get at least 3. Eccleston was the only one who was like, I can't fucking do this.
Yeah. But I love the Disney budget they're giving it. Is fucking the special effects in the show.
She's a pretty girl.
Oh yeah, and I really like Belinda. I really enjoy this. Like, this companion is great. Her dynamic with the Doctor is so different. She's not so best friendy like
kind of
Ruby was, or you know, she wants to go home. But
new episodes drop on Wednesdays, right? So
Saturday.
Weird.
Saturday will be the season finale, and then we'll have, you know.
Well, they keep up just like old school Doctor Who before it got picked up by them. It was always Saturday on BBC America.
And then we'll wait for the Christmas special,
But yeah, I
brought them back.
I have got a theory that the next regeneration can't happen without the two merging back to one.
But do you know about the fugitive Doctor?
Yes.
They threw a wrench in her story because he remembered something he did as her. This is going to spoil anything because I'm not going to tell you the context that it happened in, but because when Jodie's series, she didn't remember being her, but somehow he remembers being her, which is confusing.
Because he also remembers being What's his face?
Oh, John Hurt?
Yes.
The War Doctor?
Yeah.
Well, they all remember being him, right?
It's weird.
Yeah. So,
I mean, like, because of all the shit he did, they blocked out some of it?
Kinda. Right?
Yeah.
Kinda.
I know. It's like Chibnall. Well, with the way Chibnall did it was, he wasn't. I did not like his writing. I just didn't. I want Jodie to come back. Just a little cameo with Jodie with Russell T Davies writing. I just want her Doctor with good writing because she was good.
It's been about a decade since we had a multi-Doctor episode. Well, except for the one where
yeah.
came back. Judy appeared.
But I want to see her come back, even just a cameo or something with good writing. I'd like to see like something. I want redemption for her Doctor.
So it's either that or he's done this split thing before.
That's an interesting thing because they talked about those weird doctors from the 70s that Baker used, the weird pictures.
The rando doctors?
The rando, yeah. Like, that they've been mentioned, but not in this series, not by this Doctor, but her Doctor. I don't know, but I really like your merging theory.
It just kind of makes sense.
It does.
It's a crescendo. It's one of those things.
Yeah.
It's something to build toward,
Especially
and then build something new out of.
That person could definitely be the key.
Right?
Yeah. All right, that's our review section, yes?
Yeah.
All right, I've got a small handful of news. Let me jump directly into it.
Same Z's.
It was announced last year that Marvel and DC will be doing more crossovers, but they didn't say anything about what said crossovers will be. They are doing something now, much like when when Batman and Punisher crossed over, where each publisher got to do their own version of it. It will now be Deadpool, Batman, and Batman Deadpool. Deadpool Batman's being written by Zeb Wells with art by Greg Capullo. Ooh, which I'm definitely picking that one up. Where Deadpool ends up in Gotham for reasons, and they have to team up to try and take down the Joker. Which, this sounds a lot like Batman Spider-Man, if you read that one back.
I was waiting for you to say Deathstroke.
I mean, wouldn't it be shocking if Deathstroke showed up in this? He should. If he doesn't show up in this, he should show up in Batman Deadpool, coming from DC, which will be written by Grant Morrison. That makes me think, yeah.
What?
I should definitely pick this one up, too. I'm absolutely picking up the Marvel version.
Yo.
Grant Morrison's writing Deadpool.
Bro.
With art by Dan Moore, who recently did Justice League Unlimited and Batman Superman World's Finest.
This might be the first comic I go and purchase on my own and not wait for you to get me. If Morrison's writing. I love Grant Morrison's fucking Batman.
Yeah, he did a great Batman.
This is going to be something interesting.
Holy shit.
Yeah. This is exactly what's needed for these kind of crossovers. Like, the ones in the 90s were nice, but they didn't... They had okay creative teams. Like, it was J.M. DeMatteis and Mark Bagley working on that Batman's Spider-Man one, so it looked great and it read fine, but it had no real impact. This could be really great. I want to see Capullo putting Deadpool and Batman.
Yo, that's
Those
so
kind of fight
good.
scenes.
That got me a little hard, I'm not going to lie. I'm not going to stand up, at least for a couple minutes.
Hey, as I'm looking at that grouping, it's kind of annoying that it wasn't Morrison and Capullo. But you can understand why they split up the talent that way.
Yeah, because then it's fucking lopsided is.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Zeb Wells is a good writer,
Sure.
and I've seen his work
Absolutely.
for this guy, Dan Moore, but, like, that one issue is going to sell way more than the other.
That's a fucking powerhouse team.
Yeah. It's good to split this one up. It's going to get 2 payments out of me. Rumor has it on this Punisher special that they'll be casting a female villain. Please be Manucci.
Oh.
If you don't know who Manucci is, when what's his face, who wrote Preacher? Why can't I fucking remember him?
Preacher.
Fuck, why can't I remember that guy's name?
Got Kyle to giggle.
Not Steve Dillon. Garth Ennis.
Yeah.
When Garth Ennis did his first run of Punisher, the main bad guy was a mafioso boss named Manucci, who was just unrelenting. Just a horrendous person. At the end of her first story arc, she got all her limbs ripped off by polar bears.
Jesus.
And still came back to make his life a living hell. They really need to use Manucci. This would be a perfect opportunity. They even mentioned members of the Nucci clan on Daredevil when Punisher showed up. So that might have been a little setup for us. Powers is returning from Brian Michael Bendis and Michael Avon Oeming. It's been gone for about a decade, but it's coming back with Powers 25. This is one of my favorite. This is the only indie book I bought for a long time in the 2000s. It's basically Law and Order superhero unit. Where this guy and girl police team have to... It was like The Boys before The Boys, where it was just nasty and graphic and they did crazy shit with superhero powers, but the art style was a bit more simplistic and abstract, so it didn't look as gory as something you would see in The Boys. There weren't as many entrails, but the concepts behind it were fucked up. I'm happy to see this come back. The last bit of news I have, Alex Garland, the director of Ex Machina and Annihilation, is going to be directing a live-action Elden Rings movie.
Yeah.
I saw this.
This is hella risky.
Yes, it is.
These games are known more for the play than the lore. The lore is just there so you're not bored the entire time. And the play is based on you making your perfect build and fighting these creatures like that. Trying to do this as a narrative could fall flat. Hard.
Depends on how they do this though, because like that Gran Turismo fucking movie we all thought was going to be like, oh, how the fucking going to do a Gran Turismo movie, and then it's like, oh, that's a pretty interesting plot.
Yeah, based on a true story.
Yeah.
Okay, interesting enough. This is a very loose concept in the game itself.
Yeah.
What threads do you pull on?
Yeah.
It's a big story with a lot of shit going on. It's way too much to fit into one movie. Where do you cherry pick? Like, how this could be a TV show. This is one of those things that like should be a show.
I think you're looking at it as the movie itself is going to take place in the world of Elden Ring. What if it's not?
Then that's an even bigger gamble.
I think that's the way to go, though.
Where do you set it?
I think you just make it about this dude that, like, I don't know, creates the most OP Elden Ring character ever, and, like, I don't know, knock on the head, he falls into the game, and yada, yada, yada.
Ugh.
I know, hey, listen, this is a loose concept here, but I'm saying, like, it's better than trying to build a world around a world that has nothing to build.
That's the thing. It's got too many things to build on.
That's the problem, right? Because it's not a tight lore. So, like, that ground is too wet to fucking build a house in.
Yeah. There is a focused story to Elden Ring. There's a thing you have to do. You have to relight the fires of blah, blah, blah. You gotta get to an end point.
Gondor.
But, like, there's so much to get to that end point. Where do you pick and choose? And the point of getting to that end point is doing it your own way. So this one is very odd to me.
You're better off making an Elder Scrolls movie. Do you have established lore?
Yeah, but then the problem is like, with that, because every fucking Elder Scrolls is a different Elder Scrolls, you have people who are like, oh, why didn't you fucking pick this one?
But your time periods where
they wouldn't translate just one. They'd make a new story that would have elements of all of them and
then
piss off the fans because they didn't get enough from the one they like.
And then
they could be like, they did Cyrodiil, and then this is Skyrim,
and they're gonna try to like fucking Minecraft movie it, and then they're gonna get like Bert Kreischer in there because they couldn't get Jack Black because he was already in Minecraft, and like it just falls apart. Let's not do any of this.
Yeah.
You said that's it for you?
That's all I've got.
Hey guys, do you remember the show Seventh Heaven on the WB?
Remember Dad from it.
Well, guess what?
We're getting Eighth Heaven?
We are.
Really?
Yes.
That's real.
We are getting a new Seventh Heaven series, and Mary Camden herself, Mrs. Justin Timberlake, is going to be not only attached to star, but I believe she's one of the producers, writers.
Can't imagine she's had a producerial role in her life.
Yeah. So good on her.
Oh, why the hell can't I remember her name?
I was blanking on it too, but I know I love her.
She was great in A-Team.
Yep.
She was one of the standout
Jessica
parts
Biel.
of Blade Trinity. What was it?
Beale.
Jessica
Jessica Biel.
Yeah.
Jessica Biel. She's lovely.
She is.
All right,
lovely.
so it's going to be focused on her?
Isn't she? Yeah, probably.
Oh, what if JTZ comes in and he's the dad?
Oh, that's great.
He is a multi-talent. He's
He
like
is.
a quadruple, pentuple threat.
Yeah. Anybody who was super excited to see Avengers Doomsday sooner than later will have to wait later because it went from May 1st to December 18th. And Secret Wars moved from May 7th, 27 to December 17th, 27.
Unlike the majority of the internet, I'm very happy about this.
It's fine. It's because they had to fit other movies into the fucking lineup.
Yes. There was the 2 movies that they didn't announce.
Yes.
Couple that with the fact that they probably didn't have the story completely locked down
Well,
for these 2 movies.
To that I say, at the Disney event that happened over the weekend for shareholders, they had showed a chunk of footage already.
It's got to be a lot of conversational scenes. I doubt they've got anything besides previs done.
Sure. But it seemed that people were very happy with what they were able to see.
Why didn't I get an invite to this? I own 4 shares of Disney right now. 4? I have more.
Not enough, sir. Not enough.
You got the other Marvel news? Marvel Universe news?
That Godzilla is the current Marvel Ghost Rider.
Not that one. MC. Really? I mean,
Yeah, that's
Okay.
a real thing. I didn't make that up.
okay. But there was another MCU news that dropped.
Are you talking about both actors for Luke Cage and Iron Fist being in New York this week while they happen to be filming Daredevil, which we already know Jessica Jones is on?
That's a coincidence.
I'm very much interested in this. That wasn't what I was going to talk about, but yes.
Very interesting that both actors on their Instas were like, "Hey, New York, what's up? Been a while."
Hee-hee.
Mm-hmm.
All for it. All for it.
Yeah, me too.
I'd like to
Give Iron Fist another shot. That's what I say.
Give Fist a chance.
Yeah.
And Luke Cage, yeah.
He didn't do anything wrong.
Mike
No, he
Coulter
didn't.
is the fucking
You're
best.
freaking awesome.
I can handlebar now.
Was that not the news? What news then? Because I don't have any Marvel-related shit.
Avenger will be showing up in brand new day for Spider-Man?
Yeah, they're saying that Hulk
Yes.
is going to play an important part in it.
Yes.
I don't
That
know
was the
how
big
that
news.
fits. That
And,
seems
yeah.
like an
That
odd
sounds very
combo.
weird to me.
Yeah. Especially given that there's going to be 4 villains in this thing and possibly another hero if the Sadie Sink casting is what we hope it is.
Oh, fucking hope so.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was the other one. But
If he pops up, if he does a cameo, because the heart of all these movies so far have been Spidey with another Marvel character throughout most of the movie. That's
Yeah.
actually part of the deal. I didn't even know that. That's part of Sony's deal. Like, they made that call.
yeah.
Marvel has to lend them a character for each of these movies. At least one character.
But the Finn Jones, Mike Coulter news is better.
Well,
Because that makes me
Hulk
very
is a
happy.
misfit toy. They don't know what to do with him, so they were probably like, "We'll give you Hulk."
Well, no. See, the problem is not that they don't know what to do with them. They can't,
can't do
do
them.
anything
Can't.
else with them.
Yeah.
Universal
He's-
still owns
yeah.
the full rights.
Well,
So they can't make a fucking Hulk movie because bullshit.
And Universal still makes a little money just
Yeah.
by using him and the other stuff.
Right.
Yes.
geez. Well, yeah, that's why they just go, "We'll give you a Hulk or something." How about that, huh?
Yeah, I mean, because they're just like, we got to pay Ruffalo. Let's fucking get him
Yeah.
in shit.
This Ruffalo guy's hanging out, just asking everybody a bunch of questions.
If we have Ruffalo in enough things, he won't fucking live stream the premiere of a fucking movie again.
Keep him working.
Yeah.
Maybe bring him to premieres.
Oh, that was great.
Although they're going to have him and Tom Holland
Right.
on the promotion trail
Right.
together. Oh.
That's the worst fucking combination ever. You're
Yeah.
gonna have Benedict Cumberbatch come with them.
You know what they're going to need to do? They're going to need to recreate AI versions of them like they did with Stitch recently and have someone else doing their voices.
And it sucks to be you. Zachary Levi says people don't want to work with him after his vaccine skepticism and Trump support. Quote, "It's unfortunate. I knew that was probably going to happen," the Shazam star said, of the outcome to voicing his controversial opinions. Well, Zach Levi, maybe it's because you're a celebrity and no one gives a shit. No one wants to hear your stupid opinion. Keep it to yourself.
Shazam 2 sucked.
That movie did suck.
Also, Hollywood is pretty left-leaning, so
Yes.
if you want to work there, don't voice anything. Then
Yeah.
You know, Shazam 1
he knew what
was
he was
fun.
doing because the ratings on the wall, his movies have all sucked.
Shazam
The
was
first
fun.
Shazam was good.
Yeah,
I liked
It's
it.
all right.
I enjoyed it.
just it was fun.
Chuck-
the second one was
Chuck was
awful.
a great show.
Didn't you have that crayon one recently?
We don't. Yeah.
Yeah, I heard
Yeah.
that was not good.
Oh,
Heard nothing positive
Yeah.
about that.
Crayons with Downs or something like that.
Harold and the Purple Crayon.
Yeah, you
Okay.
see.
You know, if you want, people to make good movies. That's all I want. Just make good IPs.
Well, that's really hard, Joe.
It is. It is.
You have so many producers. Oh, let's get some of this in there. Let's do some of that in there.
That's why.
Can you make this funny? Can this be funny? Like they.
Listen,
Let them-
that's why Nerdities does its own thing, funded by itself, which isn't really funded.
Yeah.
This is the sense of the word funding.
So just EPW, just keep that in mind. Anyways, back to the news. The upcoming Ghostbusters Netflix animated series is to feature fresh stories for fans of all ages. So expect pretty much a modern version of the old Saturday morning cartoon.
So,
Yay.
yeah, I'm all for that. So we're gonna get the original 4.
No,
Or
this is
a new group.
it's the crew from the movie.
Okay.
Yeah, so you're gonna get the original characters bouncing in.
Okay.
How great would it be if they did a version of the real Ghostbusters
I would love it.
animated series with the new characters and the old versions?
That's pretty much what I think is going to happen.
You just Netflix will. My subscription
It's a
will
slam dunk.
keep going. Yes. Yeah, hands down. You get the voice.
Lorenzo Music
Yeah.
comeback.
Well, he's dead.
He is
Yeah,
dead.
he is dead.
Yeah. Joey. What's his name? Dave Coulier did Peter. Did Peter's voice after Lorenzo left.
Yeah.
You're talking about the Frozen Empire people?
Well, some of those characters and the OG ones too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Arsenio Hall. You bring Arsenio back.
Yeah, Arsenio did Winston, and then Frank Welker was Ray.
And Welker's still doing his thing.
Mm-hmm. Sign me up.
Big weekend at the box office. Lilo and Stitch beating out Mission Impossible, making 180 mil.
I've heard nothing but good things about Lilo and Stitch.
I've heard everybody's really butthurt about the end because they changed it.
Oh, but I want to see it.
I'll fucking watch it. So good for
Was this Mission Impossible's first week?
Yes, they opened together.
Ooh, they
But
got smacked down by Stitch. That's nice.
They made $77 million. Lilo and Stitch made $180 million. Still a good weekend for box offices in general.
Yeah.
Let's see. HBO Max is doing more stupid shit by removing the Powerpuff Girls from their lineup of things to watch. It's all I don't know what they're doing. Whatever.
Well, actually, nobody watched. I haven't started it because I got to mentally prepare myself. Though, speaking of HBO Max,
same. It's on there. I saw it.
Yeah, it's on there.
But I said the same thing. I'm not in the right fucking frame of mind right now to watch that.
Dude, I watched a clip of it, and they're just like, yeah, this was the last interview he did the day before he died. I'm like, oh, you really had to say that?
Not going to do that to myself yet.
You're like, oh, man.
Mission Impossible had a $400 million estimated budget.
Yeah.
Is that for the 2 movies? Or for just that one?
Just the one.
Fuck.
Yeah.
Do you know why?
Yeah.
Tom Cruise?
Yes. It's because of his fucking insurance.
Okay.
Because he wants to do all those fucking crazy stunts.
Yeah. Okay.
Man.
He's got to compete
We're never going to make that money back.
No, you got to compete with that adorable Lilo. Yeah.
Eric Kripke, showrunner of The Boys, says expect a lot of deaths.
Yeah. Yeah.
For anybody who's read the fucking comic, yep.
Do you think Starlight and Huey make it out?
And for anybody who's read the comic, yep.
I don't see that show ending.
There will be blood.
Blood every episode.
Yeah, I don't.
And dick. There will be blood and dick.
I guarantee you we'll see some vagina this time.
No, probably.
I don't think we've seen vagina yet.
No.
And
no.
I have created a new category for stories called Nope. During a screening of Final Destination this weekend.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. No.
The fucking roof.
To be you?
A roof of a movie theater collapsed, injuring moviegoers.
This is more like a what the actual fuck.
No. Nope. Movies are bleeding into reality now.
It could have happened at any showing of any movie, but it happens at a Final Destination.
Fuck that.
Was Danny Mannigan in theaters?
Bro. Nope.
I got that.
That's a no.
Thanks, Mike.
Danny Mannigan, I'm a kid.
Yeah, I know what he was going for, Last Action Hero.
You didn't know that.
I just said the fucking
Mike
name of the movie.
Because Mike said it.
All he did was say the line.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that didn't help me. I already knew. I was just ignoring you. I was ignoring you.
I think it helped you. Joe, what do you think?
Why are you attacking me? Joe's the one who's put fucking daggers in your back all night, bro.
All night. My entire life.
Jeez. And given the opportunity, Joe is like a deer in headlights. He's not supporting you. He's not supporting you.
I actually wasn't paying attention.
Shit. That's worse. That's fucking worse. All right, it's time for food news. Here we go. Boathouse Farms has a limited edition mangonada drink with tajin.
Boathouse Farms.
Oh, fucking Kyle leaves on food news. What a twat.
Oh, what timing, Kyle.
I hate to do it, but I gotta go too.
All right. Good night, buddy.
Later.
Good night.
Great Value has a new Honey Harvest Peach Apple Cider. Yeah, that's weird.
Yeah.
That's too many flavors together.
Yeah, apple cider is very rough.
Peach apple cider with is that Honey Harvest the brand name or is that an actual element?
It's the name of the flavor, so Honey Harvest Peach. So it features dollops of honey on the label, so I'm a figure it's all of it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I know, it's a weird combo. The Real Co. RYL iced tea company has a Rocket Pop flavored iced tea.
It's weird because it's 3 flavors and it's supposed to go through individually. to have them all muddled together. I wonder how that'll work.
What did we just fucking drink the other night? That tasted like a melted bomb pop.
I don't know how I feel about that. Because you're right. Those are 3 separate flavors.
Unless it melts together. Because when it melts together and you have like the juice of it.
By the time you're at the bottom, yeah. But
Yeah.
I'm used to it like, you eat the cherry, you eat the lime, and the blueberry.
I like to put the bomb pop in a bowl and smash it all together.
You have anger issues.
I know. And then Poppy has a Punch Pop prebiotic soda. So, like, fruit punch soda, which isn't unheard of.
No, fruit punch soda.
I really want to try those poppies, but I don't want to drop like $10 for a little 4-pack.
I know, dude.
That's a lot.
It's too much. I took a sip of that Dr. Pepper version, or that was the Olipop. The same fucking thing.
And there's another reason. I don't want to like them so much. It's like, oh shit, this is my new soda now,
Right.
and I'm bankrupt.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
It is healthy, but so expensive.
Like everything in life.
The healthy probiotic slice they sell at Costco, you can get a 12-pack of that for like $10. Then it comes with the orange and the lemon lime together.
It's not the most cost effective, but if for the sake of health, as opposed to
Yeah.
standard soda, it's not. It's not far off from nowadays.
No.
Yeah, it's like $8 for 7-Up on sale.
Yeah. And this offers pro and prebiotics.
You poop good.
Kroger has some summer collection ice cream. They have poolside tan lines ice cream, which is swirled vanilla bean, chocolate, and coffee ice creams.
Lost me.
Yeah.
Italian-style summer fizz sherbet.
Sherbet.
So bad.
Popping candy clusters in a blood orange flavored sherbet.
Sherbet.
Love some sherbet.
People need to be doffing their caps to what Friendlies did a couple years ago with those yogurt covered Pop Rocks.
Oh yeah, those were interesting. Sandy Shores ice cream, which is sweet and salty pretzel crunch in blue coconut flavored ice cream.
Lost me with the coconut.
Mm-hmm. Same here.
And Fireside Nights ice cream, which is campfire orange swirl and s'mores pieces and toasted marshmallow flavored ice cream.
Orange flavored swirl or s'mores?
Yeah, so it's got campfire orange swirl and s'mores pieces in toasted marshmallow ice cream.
I'm intrigued.
S'mores pieces.
Yeah, s'mores pieces.
What?
Like, you just take graham crackers and, like, some fluff and chocolate.
And some chocolate too? Like,
Yeah,
that's very...
so as like, when you got like the pre-made little s'mores nuggets. It's the orange of it all that weirds me out.
Yeah, I'm trying to put those flavors together, and I'll take their word.
Like, I know
that-
orange and chocolate are a thing that people enjoy. I'm not the hugest fan of it. I prefer mint and chocolate if I'm going, or raspberry and chocolate if I'm going to mix.
Ooh, give me raspberry and chocolate.
Yeah, if I'm going to mix things with chocolate.
Strawberry and chocolate, I hear, is
Yeah,
pretty
strawberry,
Mhm.
that's good too, yeah.
Bananas and chocolate. It goes well with everything, so... But it's the... Okay, orange and cream
Mm-hmm.
is classic.
But like orange and marshmallow is not bad because that gives you creamsicle vibes, right?
Yeah. that's where I'm going.
It's orange and graham cracker that kind of fuck me up.
It's a lot of potential conflict here.
It's not the thing. That's not two things that I think go great together.
But we don't know, because we never put it in our mouthpieces.
Correct. I'm just I'm just like citrus graham cracker, not my jam.
It threw me off, too. You're not alone.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm intrigued, but probably not going to buy it.
I mean, if it was like a little pint...
It is a pint.
maybe. It's
It's
a
a
pint?
pint.
All right. I might drop $5 and see if the group gets in on that.
Friendlies is getting together with the Jonas Brothers for the 20th anniversary flavor for the Joe Bros. It's coffee, cookie crumble, chocolate marshmallow, and vanilla ice creams Neapolitanized.
It's a lot.
Oh, so each of them gets their own block in a Neapolitan.
Yes.
That's smart advertising. That's
Yeah.
that's synergy. And I like enough of those flavors. Not that I'm a Jonas fan, so I don't know if I'd be running out my house to get it, but respect.
Mott's is like, it's applesauce, bitch. They're all up in the new flavor game. Mott's is launching a squeezable applesauces in the following flavors. One Vacation Vibes variety pack has 6 apple flavor, 6 mango peach, 6 strawberry lemonade, and 6 orange swirl cream bars. Applesauces. And then Dessert Dreamland has 6 caramel apple, 3 orange swirl bar, and 3 snickerdoodle
Ooh.
applesauce. And to this I say, hey, good for you, Mott's.
Good.
Haven't heard much from Mott's in the last couple decades, so yeah, get on this.
Good on you. Farm Rich, makers of delightful mozzarella sticks and like other mozzarella-related products, is getting into the breakfast biz. They do already have French toast sticks, but now they have high-protein French toast sticks. Tastes like cum.
You know, I was trying to figure out a way to get to that joke, but just stopped before I even loaded up all the elements.
Yeah.
You had no hesitation.
Nope.
No, you didn't.
They also have loaded hash brown bites, which feature bacon, egg, and cheese in it. Little hash brown nugs. Bacon breakfast roll-ups. Monterey Jack bacon and egg and a crispy flour tortilla. Breakfast taquitos. That's what I'm about. That sounds good to me. And sausage stuffed biscuits. Cheddar cheese and egg in a biscuit-style crust.
I understand the mentality is that egg is a part of
A balanced
all the
breakfast.
breakfasts, but it's the one thing that's ruining these things for me.
Yeah, I know. I know you weren't going to be super sold. Due to the huevo of it all. But that's the thing.
Más huevos.
Dubai-style chocolate being put out by Lind. So that'll probably be super expensive. And Trader Joe's. And Trader Joe's version dropped on Monday. And since I shop there on a weekly basis now, because it's way cheaper, I'm going to, as long as this isn't super expensive, going to be picking up said Dubai-style chocolate to try in an upcoming Can't Stop the Rope Drop video, because I do have in my clutches a can of the Miller Lite beer can chicken flavored Pringles and the Rice Krispie Treat ice cream sandwiches.
Yeah, that's going to get tried last.
So that'll be this weekend's video, Mike, that we will be recording. So we might be throwing some Dubai-style chocolates up in that bitch.
I have heard nothing about Dubai-style chocolate up until the moment you just said. Is this a thing?
It is super internet trendy.
I had a s'mores Dubai chocolate bar. It was really freaking good.
They say it is delightful.
Yeah, I very much enjoyed it.
We'll see what happens.
All right, we'll get more details when that goes down our gullets.
Last week we talked about Wendy's selling their non-frozen beef patties in stores. Well, they're also going to be selling their double smoked bacon.
You can make your own baconators at
You'll
home?
be able to make your own fucking baconator.
Uh-huh.
And I gotta tell you, their bacon looks pretty nice. It's a higher meat to fat ratio. It's a bit meatier. But
That's the way I go.
yeah,
You don't need a lot of fat to get that flavor.
no.
So I think people go wrong. They see like that big vein of fat and like, oh, it's going to be so flavorful. Yeah, but it's going to also just,
It'll be a lot
It's not meat.
of fucking chewing.
yeah, a lot of chewing for something that's just going to make you feel worse.
Right now, I'm gonna give you a rundown of the drinks of summer via fast food restaurantes. Here we go. Joe, why you got the face?
I just found the Ghostbusters news. Did you know the entire series of the real Ghostbusters is streaming on Roku now?
Yes.
It's just dropped.
Yeah. As of like today.
Yes.
Yeah.
Sorry.
All
The
100 episodes.
inner child in me just went absolutely batshit.
Yeah. I know exactly what I am doing after we're done tonight.
Yes.
Yeah,
Me too.
I'm just gonna go and I'm gonna sit on fucking Roku and binge.
I almost just shared this to the group. This was, I was like, no way. All
I'm
right,
gonna
sorry.
smoke weed and jerk off, but that's just me.
Summer 2025 drinks and treats lineup. Here we go. Chick-fil-A bringing back that peach milkshake. I have to say, I've had that like last summer. It's pretty good.
I've heard really good things about that. I know Beth wanted to try it.
Pretty tasty.
I'd take a sip. I don't think I'd drop money on it.
McDonald's will have the Hershey's chocolate chip frappe. Hey.
But does the ice cream machine need to be working for that? Or the shake machine?
No, this is a frap. So there's like blend shit. Blender's always working. Over at Dairy Queen, the Superman cake batter cookie dough blizzard.
Dairy Queen got the promotional deal for Superman?
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, one of.
They tend to just go with one fast food place for these things. It's never a good idea to spread them out too far.
Hey, DQ is pretty big in like all places except for like Jersey.
Yeah. I can only think of one of them around here.
Yeah, the one right by me, but
Yeah.
but down south, like those DQ grilling, what is it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
grill and chills. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they're fucking
there's a-
everywhere.
Big.
I guess that is a very smart targeted advertising campaign.
Yeah. 7-Eleven's got a Punk Bunny candy grape Slurpee. I'm not quite sure what the fuck Punk Bunny is, but that's because I'm 41.
Yeah, something tells you there's the words internet trend attached to that concept.
Yeah.
It's very close to Skibbity, whatever the fuck that is.
Over at Scooter's Coffee, they're going to have a peach pie Red Bull infusion. It's like a refresher drink. It's not coffee, but like it's Red Bull and like sugar, so that's a heart attack.
It might as well be coffee.
Disney's Lilo and Stitch tie-ins. The Tropical Smoothie Cafe has an Ohana Breeze smoothie. Over at AMC Theaters, you can get a Blue Raspberry Wave slushie, which is a Blue Raspberry slushie with Dippin' Dots on top.
Ooh.
Sonic will have a Watermelon Slush, a Lemon Berry Slush, and Unicorn Dream Slush. Featuring popping bobas.
Do we even have a Sonic around here?
I don't know.
Howl.
Over at
Howl's the only one left?
Over at Bahama Bucks, you can get Bomb Pop flavored sodas, red, white, and blue.
Yep. Definitely getting close to the 4th of July. Everybody's dropping their bomb pops.
Yep. Let's see. Starbucks is going to have an iced horchata. Shake Shack is going to have a banana pudding shake, an Oreo cookie funnel cake shake, and a campfire s'more shake.
I should actually go to a Shake Shack and order a shake. I don't think I did the one time I went there.
I did the same thing. I think I got a burger.
Yeah, I got a
Patiently,
burger and a soda.
patiently
Yeah.
waiting for that one in Brick to open.
Oh, where the hell is that happening?
Right in the ShopRite Plaza across
Oh,
from.
that's one of those
Yeah.
spots? Okay.
See, Zaxby's has handcrafted milkshake, chocolate, birthday cake, vanilla, and strawberry. Dunkin'
Okay.
has a tropical guava refresher and a pistachio signature latte. Burger King's tie-in with How to Train Your Dragon is going to have a soaring strawberry lemonade and a Vikings chocolate sundae. Jack in the Box will have a twisted soda Sprite, which is Sprite with like flavoring and like creamer because that's a thing.
And I love Jack in the Box. That's a guilty pleasure, but that sounds gross.
They're also going to have a Minute Maid Sour Patch Watermelon Lemonade and a Sour Patch Watermelon Slushie.
Okay.
Pretty nice. Starbucks will have Summer Berry Refreshers.
Fuck Starbucks.
I agree.
Over at Wawa, look for Powerade Extra Sour Ices, green apple. So sour green apple icy, that's nice. And the one that I saved for last here, Rita's.
Uh-huh.
Got involved with Kool-Aid last year and did Tropical Punch.
Uh-huh.
As of right now, at Rita's, you can get Sharkleberry Fin ice.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, that is one of the things. As I was walking around the mall, the Rita's stand is still active, and they have a sign outside for it. I was tempted.
Justin needs the Sharkleberry Fin and to put on fucking Real Ghostbusters on the Roku channel
I love that.
and to shut my phone off and pretend the world doesn't exist for a couple hours. And that is your food news.
Let's douche some douches. I'm going to call out Warner Brothers this week
Oh, good.
for shutting down a viewing of the Schumacher cut of Batman Forever,
Oh, they did?
even though the venue wasn't making any money off of it.
I thought
Why?
that was put out by them.
I
No, it
did
wasn't.
too.
An organizer named Cinephile Video was given a cease and desist to stop mere 5 days before the screening was about to happen.
Well, I mean, to be fair, it is their fucking movie.
It is their movie. I figured they had some kind of deal with them, but
Yeah.
That's why I said at first I thought it was like Warner put it out.
yeah. But no, it was them, I guess, doing like a special anniversary showing. But like, if
But, like-
you guys aren't gonna fucking do anything with it, come on.
But
Make deals
but
with
that becomes a thing, right? That's like if the drunk show that got erased, right, existed somewhere else and someone put it out, I'd be shutting that shit down.
Yeah, I'd be copying it and then
Well, you know what I mean.
Ceasing and desisting,
You know what I mean,
yeah.
though. Like, as a creator of content, I can understand whether it's used or not. It was something that is yours. It is yours. You give the okay or you don't give the fucking okay. I think
I want to know how it got to that
That's-
point where
that-
you felt confident selling tickets for this thing.
because that's how people are today. They're like, we got a hold of this thing and we're gonna do the thing because we feel that we can. But like, you can't.
But where did they get it?
That's the other thing. How did they get their fucking hands on it?
How did they get it?
Which means it was probably obtained illegally.
Because I've seen clips, but I've never seen, anything close to a full.
It's
film.
not like the Corman Fantastic Four movie where you could find it at every convention. You could,
Right,
you
or
could watch it on
YouTube.
YouTube right
Yeah,
now.
I've seen it on YouTube. It's terrible, but
Yeah.
yeah. But yeah, I've seen like little clips, like little one. Like
Yeah.
the last one was when Bruce and Chase were in Wayne Manor, and Two-Face and Riddler come dressed as Halloween characters. Like, but that looked like it was even cut with the final footage.
Yeah, because that happened in the regular movie, but there's just shit added to it.
Yeah.
What annoys me is that Warner Brothers is doing nothing with this, even though with minimal amount of money,
Mm-hmm.
they could give fans what they want.
Look at the Donner cut of Superman. That took nothing,
Yeah,
and
there's a little re-editing.
I liked it better than the Lester version.
But it's the same ending
It's the same ending, but it's
because the ending was meant for two,
yes, but
and they slapped it on the end of one.
and the way Lois finds out that he's Superman, I liked a little better with the gun instead of the fire.
Mm. Anywho,
Yeah.
fuck all them.
I have some douchebags. Seaside. The douches at Seaside this
Okay.
weekend.
Just this weekend.
Well, most weekends, but this weekend made a lot of news, and just idiots.
Wait, did you go to Seaside?
Hell
No, you haven't
Hell
seen
no.
these, you haven't seen these
What
fucking
happened?
videos?
No, what happened?
Dude,
This
like six
same-
people got there
It's the
was
same
stabbings.
shit.
I forgot how many people got arrested. They shut the boardwalk down at midnight the one night.
It's the same
because
shit that's
people
been
were getting
happening
rowdy.
since we were children.
fights. It just
That's classic Seaside.
That's classic
Oh, it's too
Seaside.
bad you guys couldn't hang out Saturday night. There was a bar fight.
Really?
Yeah. I don't know if you were on the other side of the tiki bar, if you saw what the setup was.
Yeah, we've
Yeah.
been in there several times.
Okay, you know the dance floor area?
Yes.
Yeah, old guy fight.
No.
oh, where were you?
We were at Captain's Inn in Lacey.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And our uncle had rented the tent for a shower for our cousin who's in town. And then afterwards, a bunch of us went over and hung out in the tiki bar. Within like a half an hour of hanging out in there, we're all in the middle area, so we have a good view of the dance floor.
Mhm.
And you know when the energy in a room just shifts? Like everyone stops talking and a bunch of heads just turn to look. And yeah, you saw the momentum going, and the two guys that were wrapped up, fud,
Oh.
Really?
right to the ground. And like 10, 15 seconds later, they both stand up, and the one guy, he wasn't a mask of crimson, but he had a good splatter going on. I think he jacked his nose up.
Really?
Oh.
Not just like inside too. I think he had a nice cut along the
None of the
ridge.
none of the security got in there?
No. They got him up eventually and got him out, but it happened too quick. Security was like I was looking straight on at it, and security was to my right by like 10
Yeah.
feet. So it took them a while. They had to cut through our group or go a little outside and get to them.
Yeah, we
That was
were
fun.
we were under the impression we were going to be able to join. But said watcher of children never committed, so we ended up just taking the kids home. And like, I didn't want to ask Joy because she already had all the other kids.
Yeah, that would be a lot.
And like, sure, James would have been there to help for a bit, like, because we would have only stayed for like an hour or so. But yeah, we weren't. It was
You would
what
have been
it,
hard pressed to stay for only an hour or so.
I know.
It was crazy that many parents who were able to not be with their kids.
I know. I know.
Yeah.
It's like we weren't thrilled. Like, we got home and we were like,
that sucks.
it's been a downward spiral since fucking Saturday. Nothing's been going right.
Well, that would be my nerds of the week. Our cousin Tara for getting me a tequila shot. She was all about tequila shots to start off. Yeah.
Can't do tequila.
Can't do too many. I got one and I was done.
Yeah. Once you get sick on it. Ooh.
You know how you don't like Drunkston because he's just like, hey, happy? Tequila Drunkston is the complete opposite.
Aggressive.
Yeah. Yeah, that's bad. Tequila Justin's bad. We don't let Tequila Justin out. He stays up. He's got to stay locked away.
Tequila starts wars
Yeah,
and ends them.
yeah. My nerds. But also, fuck the current president.
Obviously.
Nerds. Harvard University. For launching free college courses online for every U.S. citizen, highlighting basic U.S. government, understanding the Constitution, and how to recognize a dictatorship takeover.
Now, there's
101.
one or two American citizens who really should take some time to read these.
101. So bravo, Harvard. Good for you. My other nerd of the week is on Sunday night, AEW held its annual All In pay-per-view, and Swerve Strickland came out dressed as the fucking Predator. Mike, you need to look this up after we're done, or while I'm explaining it, because it was tight, and his Tron video went to the infrared, like the Predavision. It's fucking cool.
Why does Booker T come up as the third thing when you type Swerve Strickland in?
Because Booker T talked shit on Swerve, and Swerve answered back.
Okay. Predator entrance.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, just give me images. Wow, that's a fucking get up.
Right?
Man, somebody loves this movie as much as I do.
Yeah, dude.
That's a little more. Yeah, that's straight up Predator.
Yeah.
That's a lot more than when like Mysterio would come and be like, "Oh, that's a Flash inspired outfit. That's Spider-Man esque." No, this is just a straight up fucking Predator.
Yeah.
Good for you. Good for us.
Yeah. So bravo, Swift Strickland. Thank you.
Absolutely.
Thank you, good sir. And that's it.
Okay. nerdies@gmail.com. Right?
Yeah. So if you like what you hear, go to facebook.com/nerdities. Follow us there. Follow us on Instagram @nerdities, at Twitter @nerdities. Email us, nerdities@gmail.com. Go over to prowrestlingtees.com/nerdities, NERDATIS. Buy our cool t-shirts, including shirts for Queen Rex and the logo for EPW. That's right, our new show just dropped. Give a listen if you will. If you like our scripted shenanigans, we started a homebrew D&D set in the world of professional wrestling. It features a lot of the voices you hear on this show, like Mike and Kyle, James from Exposing James, former intern Kelly and her husband, myself playing like 60 different characters. It's super fun. Even if you're not like a huge wrestling fan, it's just fun to hear us banter. So I listened back to episode 1 last night when it dropped, and I was laughing. Like, we get so silly at certain
It's kind of
shit.
the point, isn't it?
It really is. Like, we say some funny ass shit. So yeah, please check that out. Follow us, like Joe's gonna tell you in a minute, on the tubes of you.
Hit that like button, subscribe, ring the bell, get notified. New content is coming because you can check us out on youtube.com/nerdies. You can watch this right here.
Yeah, you can crank
on
it to
YouTube
it.
right now, and live shows and interviews and videos, everything. And you can even subscribe to the podcast on YouTube.
Yeah.
It's all there.
Yep. You can do all that. You can watch Nerd ETs,
You
our
can.
cooking show.
Our cooking show.
Season
Season
2
2.
is coming.
We will
Eventually.
be having a Halloween special. Justin's Hell.
No, that's
No, that's
Christmas.
Christmas special.
Christmas.
Justin's
Christmas
Hell.
is my hell.
Yeah, the Treehouse of Horror.
No. The Play
Or
Fort of Terror.
Anthology. Play School of Terror.
Play Fort of Terror.
Yeah. We told Kyle one of his roles for the Christmas special, because none of you guys know who you are yet. And he got fairly excited. He giggled a bit. He's like, "Why? And why is that character even in there?" You'll understand when you get the script. Our girl Lindsay McGee, who was on our interview show last week, her voice talents will be back for both specials. She's playing a really cool character in one of the. I mean, she's a cool character in all of them, but like one was very specifically tailored to her, which we think she's going to fucking blow everybody away with. She got really, really excited about it.
Very hyped when we told her who she's playing.
We also have 100 greatest movie quotes.
Featuring-
That should be...
Featuring very special guest, my dad.
That is going to be a very interesting episode. There's going to be a lot of banter.
I want to keep track of how many times he says something along the lines of, "Is this what you really do?"
He's watched the show before.
Still, he's
You
going
know.
to say it.
So
What's going to be
couldn't-
fun is when he hates our picks.
So, how much do you want to bet Vinny's first quote is Tatanka? Tatanka.
You know what's going to happen.
Fucking
He's going to support him on that. This is such a great movie. You're right, Vinny. Oh, shit.
I will double fist my drinks just to get belligerent quickly. Kyle goes to us the other night. So we're talking about this whole thing with him on Saturday, right? And he's like, can we do ourselves a favor and record the 100 greatest episode first before we record the holiday specials? And I was like, no, because we drink during the 100 greatest. I was like, there's zero chance that I'm going to not get drunk during that show, and then you want me to record the fucking holiday shows drunk. No.
We need to get the rest of it. Like, we can't keep Lindsay there that long.
No, we can't. That's the other thing.
Yeah.
She's got a piece by the time we start that show. Again, if everybody does what they're supposed to, we should be able to crank that out in like an hour and a half. The two specials.
The 100
greatest is gonna be fucking incredible.
They take some time because
there's arguing.
So much arguing.
Oh, there's so much arguing. What did you do the veto thing? Like, what is the?
So the idea is that as long as Vinny's still down to do it, he's going to order the hot sauce bundle. Everybody's going to get a lineup of tortilla chips with the sauces graduating up, and because you know how like if you veto, someone else can veto, and you can veto back. Well, now the thing is, if you're going to veto back, you have to go the next level, and it's just going to keep escalating until like you're going to run out of whatever your set chips are.
Is Vinny really good with hot sauce? Like, is that true? Okay, so me and him are going to battle.
So is Kyle.
Okay,
if I start taking my stomach shit now,
yeah, I'm doing the same thing.
I'll be able to contend.
Yeah, I'll do the same thing.
Because it's not the heat doesn't bother me in my mouth.
No, it's the afterburn.
It's my stomach.
Yeah, it's the after.
Yeah.
Now that one has the last dab in it.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah.
Or is it just the bomb?
The one he was looking at, I think, had 8.
It had 8? Okay. Because that's the weaker da bomb, which is crazy to say. That is the weaker da bomb.
Yeah.
Out of all the 3, that is the low. That's only 500,000 Scovilles, I think.
Only.
That one.
Only.
Oh, yeah, I know. But they make one that's 1.5 million.
Yeah.
And that one is bad.
Yeah. So.
Fuck that shit.
Yeah.
I only got 39 quotes right now. I need so many more.
I have 0. I haven't started.
Yeah, I haven't started.
I've been writing fucking D&D. So any spare moments I get to write, it's just been that. I'm doing the last 2 sessions of D&D back to back because storyline wise things are locked, so match outcomes matter, but they don't to get to certain points at this junction. So like I'm good. Once that's over, I'm starting the movie quotes. I think James started a list on his own. He knows he has no say in anything, but he just wants to see what matches up. But my dad, I think, is near done.
I don't think he'll ever be done.
So I'm pretty fucking pumped. I'm really excited for that episode.
This is going to be an experience. Yes. The opinions of the Nerdies crew are idiotic and poorly thought out, but Dory next week's will be far more insulting. I got a tinkle.
Because of the end of civilization, the Clamp Cable Network now leaves the air. We hope you have enjoyed our programming, but more importantly, we hope you have enjoyed life.